Yeah, I'm just going to do a quick little video of my borrowed garden. So here I've got this planted with brassicas, mostly cauliflower, some cabbage and herbs, onions. There's oregano. I do have two little tiny Tim tomatoes in here. We'll see how they do. They're not supposed to get very big. But look at these, are doing so good in there. Chocolate mint, some other ones. So oh, I do have a dahlia right here. We'll see how that does. This pocket has dill. I don't know if you can see, that one has dill. I just planted it, so it's just kind of doing its thing. And then there's some chives. It's getting there. I think it'll be okay. Two of those tiny Tims. Swiss chard. Alright, and then we go out here to the big garden. Which I planted about a month ago. I've been adding things here and there. But we've got Brussels sprouts and cabbage and lettuce. There's a marigold, onions. Do have Swiss chard, some dill, some mustard greens, peas. Of course, some more. This is kale. More cabbages with flowers. I did plant horehound right there. I've never grown it before, so we'll see. Mermaid's tail cabbages are over here too. Some Brussels sprouts. I do have some cosmos coming up right there from last year. Did buy this beautiful hanging plant when I was out in service with Jamie the other day. She probably deadhead some of these really quick. Not all of them, but just some of them. These petunias are pretty cool. I've never seen those before. That's why I bought it, because it was pretty. It was pretty. And then this, I just planted carrots right in the middle there, because tomatoes love carrots, and this is where more of my tomatoes are going to go. I do have a dahlia there, zinnia, Swiss chard. The rest of this bed isn't really done yet because I'm waiting. I do have a whole bunch of brassicas, mostly cabbage and broccoli over there. That obelisk is going to be where I do the cucamelons. They're not ready to come out because it's too cold still. They like it hot. And then I do have this sweet alyssum here. I'm going to put that cardboard over the carrots here in a minute. More cabbages and Brussels sprouts. There are some onions. I don't know if you can see them, but they're scattered all through here. Mostly red. There are some yellow. But they're just probably like 20 of them in there. On top of these Egyptian walking onions. I did plant peppers over here. This side, on this side, is my sweet peppers, and that side over there is going to be the hot peppers. I do have 40 peppers to put in, so they're going to be in here, and then as soon as the cabbages come out, I'll put them in over there. But I've got my summer savory right there, which it didn't die. It was supposed to die over the winter. That's how mild our winter was. But these ones, I'm hoping, because it's supposed to get cold again this weekend, it doesn't get freezing and kill everything I just planted. So I'm not planting anything else for hot weather till this weekend's over. So they're not saying it's supposed to like freeze, but it's supposed to be like 35. So I'm waiting. But I've got tomatoes in here. I did plant carrots along the middle there too, because tomatoes love carrots. And then I do have one more tomato I'm going to plant there. So there's 8 tomatoes along this one and 8 going to be over there. And that's all I'm planting this year of tomatoes, except for the ones in the root stock. So a total of, what is that, 16, 17, 18 tomatoes. I do have my little celeries over here. They're doing good. This is thyme, this is cinnamon basil, marigolds, of course, peppers, oregano, what I just cut a bunch off. I cut like a bunch off. Some more onions. These are just starting to pop, and then as soon as they do pop and are ready to go in the ground, these little bulbs up here, I'll be putting these in the ground and harvesting all of these. And then I do have pepper seed, cayenne, and jalapeno. And some other ones I'm just going to put more in, all the way down, hot peppers. And then over here, this is the Swiss chard that did not die. It's going to seed. I did pull out one, but I'm letting this one and that one, a yellow and a red, I'm letting them go to seed, and I'll just clip the seeds. There are more marigolds over there I'm planted. There's sunflowers. See, these are sunflowers from last year. So I'm just letting them be. They're volunteers. They can be there. It's fine. Hopefully they're the red ones, because I have red ones over here. peas. Mary helped me plant them. And then we did plant some more peas over here. Mary did right before her surgery, the day before her surgery. So we have some more peas coming up here. So that's awesome. These peas that we planted a while ago. I have more celery over here, some lettuce, that's there. And then I do have some more onions. This is a red onion that are sprinkled in here. Calendula. This is a Brussels sprout. This is a Brussels sprout. Cabbage. Cauliflower and broccoli. More cabbage. Napa cabbage. See, there's more onions. Radishes that Mary planted in there for me the other day. They're sprinkled all over. I don't know if you can see in there. It might be too dark, but there's radishes in there. All through here. And then that's where my cocoa melon's gonna go. But then I do have my marigold and thyme that was in my green stock. I just transplanted it. It was getting choked out from the chocolate mint. I don't know if it's gonna make it. Hopefully it does. Not, then I will just get some more thyme somewhere. Alrighty, well, there's the borrowed garden. I do have these 2 tomatoes here. These are marigold, so these are not these are determinate, not indeterminate, so they'll just get some cages. I have one more I'm going to put right over here, so there'll be 3 marigold. And then on the other side, I have tomatillos I'm going to put with cages on that side. So we'll have peppers along the very outside, tomatillos right there. There, we're going to put some peppers in between them, probably, or maybe not in between the tomatoes, probably just right here, right there. I got a lot of peppers, so we'll see. More peas over there. Look, see, beautiful garden already. I'm so blessed to be able to do this with my friends. Jehovah's amazing. Alrighty, we'll update another time.